Hello friends, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are doing super. I am doing super fantastic. And yes, tomato. It's only tomatoes and tomatoes. Yes friends, it's just tomatoes. Not just here, but also in the oven. What I'm going to share with you all is amazing recipes of tomato. Not just tomato pickle, but fermented tomatoes and sun-dried tomatoes, which we are drying out in the oven. I'll quickly show you. Hai na mazedar? This will take 3 hours to sun-dry completely in the oven. So all the recipes that I'll be sharing with you, I hope you will try it out in your house, and if you like it, then don't forget to give a like, share and subscribe my channel if you haven't subscribed as yet. So let's get started with the recipe. I've taken a bowl here and I'm going to use my amazing new wooden spoon. Isn't this beautiful? I had paid $170 for this. It's washed and kept here. So, to start with this recipe, I'm teaching you the tomato pickle. It is a spicy, sweet, sour pickle, which is absolutely out of this world. But before we go and pickle this, we have to marinate. So, I have taken here around half kg tomatoes. These are small cherry tomatoes. If you don't get cherry tomatoes, use firm red tomatoes. Chop them into 4 pieces. Okay, chop them into say 8 pieces. Okay, and you can make this recipe. So salt is 7.5 grams. Then the red chili powder that I have taken is also 7.5 grams. So both I'm adding. Okay. So sugar is around 45 grams. Ensure that you follow the measurements. Sugar I've added. Alright friends, to this we will add vinegar, and vinegar I've taken is 30 grams. Once we add all this, we have to give it a good mix. And we are going to keep this aside for 2 hours. In between, keep on giving it a good mix. Alright? And the rest of the ingredients, like how much oil I need, and how much chilies I'm going to use, all that I'll give you later. So I'll see you in 2 hours. See you then. Hello friends, let's start with the next type of pickle or tomato ferment, not pickle, of preserving the tomato so that we can use it in our salad when we want, we can use it in our pasta, or we can just take it out and make yummy tomato sandwiches out of it. So there are many usage of it, alright, and not necessarily you need this tomato. There are big tomatoes, like this big tomatoes also you can use by slicing them and preserving them. So let's make the preserve. We need a sterilized bottle, okay, for this kind of recipe, and we need to take filter water. Yeah, no tap water and all, filter water. Okay, that we need to take and give it a good boil. I've already boiled and kept aside. I have here 2 cups filter water which is boiled and it is almost cooled down. So we have a sterilized jar over here, okay, and we need a salt that is sodium free. तो आप वो जाड़ा वाला नमक ले सकते हैं, but don't take any salt which has got sodium or something in it. It can be a kosher salt also. You can use Himalayan salt also. All right. And we have our tomatoes here, and with this we need few garlic. So some pieces of garlic. Okay. We need some bay leaf. And we need rosemary. I have this dry rosemary here. I have dry rosemary over here. You can take fresh rosemary also. It is very much available in big basket. Let's see how much tomatoes. Let's start putting the tomatoes first. And this I have kept aside for another recipe. Take a tomato. Before you layer them like this, you need to take a toothpick and you need to prick it through. What is happening when you preserve this tomato? Okay, they tend to bulge and burst. So if you pick them up like this, okay, they won't burst. I've already pricked all of them. Now some peppercorns I'm just adding here. Okay, bay leaf, half teaspoon I'm adding kosher salt, okay, and half teaspoon I'll add sugar. Okay, and we need to, okay, we'll see how much water is going. So this is a warm water. So I'm adding water. That was 1/4 cup. So this is half cup. This is 3/4 cup. And vinegar I'll add. So I've added 3/4 cup water, and I'm adding 4 cup vinegar, our rosemary,
now you need to push the spoon or knife on the sides of the jar, and we need to get rid of all the air bubbles. I've taken here one heavy measuring cup and I've put it on the top of the pickle and I've pushed it down because I don't want the tomatoes to come and float on the top. All the tomatoes need to be submerged in the water. So just do that.
Okay, this is how it is, friends. Our tomato preserve is ready to go in a place where sunlight is not reaching out to it. If you're keeping it on the kitchen counter, you cover it up with a cloth, okay, and then keep it, or keep it in a place where sunlight doesn't reach out to it, okay, because we cannot keep on changing the temperature. Like you keep it in an area where it is very hot, then you keep it in an area where it is very cold. So whichever place you keep it, it has to stay there for 5 days. After 5 days, just check that there is no fungus or something is not accumulated on the top. All right. And then after 5 days, keep it in the fridge, refrigerate it, and use it in your salads, on your toast. Make bruschetta out of it. Use it in your pastas. Okay, just have it as a side dish. It's very delicious. I hope you have liked this one here. Let's quickly check our tomatoes in the oven. Friends, we forgot something. We forgot to add garlic. Okay, so no problem. Few garlic we can add now. Again, we'll put this back. This is important. Anything of ceramic, something which is heavy, you need to put. Doesn't matter what size of bottle you take. Okay. So now this is good to go. Now this is good to go, friends. Now I'm going to cover it with a cloth and I'm going to keep it in a place where the sunlight is not going to reach. Let's quickly check our tomatoes which are drying in the oven. They are drying peacefully. So this is from past 1.5 hours it is in oven. Okay. So normally it takes around 3 to 4 hours depending upon the quantity of tomatoes and what variety it is. This is how our tomatoes have marinated. You can see. Nice and thick it has become. Now we are going to pour this whole thing into this pan here. पहले ये अच्छी तरह से पक जाना है. ओके. कवर कर देते हैं. Let this cook. I'll see you in 5 minutes. Let's check, friends. In between I was checking. I was stirring. You can see the tomatoes have left its own water. Now we will not cover with the lid. We will cook it like this only. This has to become nice and little bit semi-liquid should be there in this. Now right now a lot of liquid is there. Some of the tomatoes have got mashed, which naturally happens in this recipe. But nothing to worry. Right now this is the step. We still have our chilies and we still have our garlic. This is an amazing tomato pickle. Sweet, sour, spicy. Once you make this, you will not be looking anywhere. Alright? So definitely you must ensure that you watch the video till the end. Very different recipes I'm showing you. Whatever pickles that I've shown you, you can use with your burger, shawarma, wrap, with your roti sabzi also you can have. They are that delicious. Preserve will come to know only after 5 to 7 days how it has turned out. And we still have got our sun-dried tomatoes. They are already done in the oven. They're still sitting in the oven. It took 2 hours for them to dry because I had not removed the seeds from the center. If you remove the seeds from the center, the water content which is there in the center, it gets roasted in the oven very quickly. So it's important that the center gets dried. Then how and where you can use the pickles, I'll definitely tell you. This pickle you can have with your parathas, rotis. It goes very well with that. I have been making this for almost now 15 years. And I make this only with the cherry tomatoes. So I'll see you in 10 minutes. Once it dries out, then we'll go ahead with the next step. Alright friends, you can see the water has dried. This is the consistency we need. Okay, and look at the color. No wonder they are called cherry tomatoes. Look at the color. Amazing it is. Now let's get to the next part of the recipe. Okay, I'll keep this aside and I'll keep a pan here. I'm adding here. And to this first I'm going to add the garlic, because I want the garlic to turn nice red. Slit. See, the garlic has started turning pink. And we do need, this is around 6 chilies, 6 to 7 chilies. I'm adding it now. Slow down the gas. We don't want our garlic to burn. We definitely want that color, and we also want the red chilies to become a little crisp. Switch off the gas. Will not cook the bagar more than this. You can see here, this is how the garlic has to become. This much dark it has to become, because it has to retain that color in that pickle. Once you add it in the pickle, the color of the garlic will be slightly light. That's why it has to be a little dark. It has to give that burnt garlicky taste, and these chilies have to give that kind of taste. So I'm adding now here. ये खाओगे तो सब भूल जाओगे. It's a very unique and very delicious recipe. Give it a mix. Let's keep this aside now for cooling. All right. Alright friends, this has cooled down and this is ready to use. I feel that I need to add another half teaspoon of kosher salt. Okay, so I'm adding just 1/4 teaspoon. Doing Bismillah and I'm placing it here. So let me give you this recipe and some more recipes of tomatoes. So this video mostly will be coming in 2 parts. So friends, here is my burnt garlic tomato pickle. If you have liked the recipe, then don't forget to give your like, share and do subscribe my channel. Take very good care of yourself. Be safe. Thank you so much for watching, and until we meet next, don't forget to eat, love and pray. Bye. The tomatoes have dried in the oven very slowly. Okay, they are not sun dried in the oven, they are oven dried. All right, and we will bottle up this in the next episode. So do subscribe my channel for new notifications, and all those who have subscribed, don't forget to watch the next episode. Bye.